wrestling where to connect. The squared circle, the place you have to earn your respect. So get right with the program or you'll get left. AIWF across the US and all over the globe. We are live and direct. So tune and see who wins and who suffer the loss. This match just got you over one fall.
And welcome to AIWF Across the Globe. I'm your host, RM Duke, and welcome to year 2 of Across the Globe. To kick off year 2, we bring you 2 title matches in the AIWF network. We kick things off with a match for the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Cruiserweight Championship, and in our main event showcase, we bring you one of the biggest matches we've ever showcased on Across the Globe to date, as 2 of the most iconic fighters in the AIWF network go to war for the AIWF World Heavyweight Championship. Let's get right into our opening showcase.
And his opponents, he is the AIWF Cruiserweight Champion, Cam Isaac!
And fans, there's the bell for this AIWF Mid-Atlantic Cruiserweight Championship match between the challenger James Anthony and the champion Cam Isaacs. Not really a lot of love lost between these two either. I tell you what, nice headlock there from Isaacs. I tell you what, Isaacs has been one of the fastest rising stars here in AIWF in quite a while. Trained by the legend Lodi. And for some reason, Rick Diesel does not like this guy. We don't know why. I guess it's because of his affiliation with Lodi, but it seems like he's had it out for him since Isaacs has been here. However, he's down with a tough competitor, James Anthony. He's been all over the country, held all kinds of titles. Now he's back in the Mid-Atlantic area looking for gold once again. And it's good to have him back. Oh, nice shoulder block from Anthony right there. James showboating just a little bit right there. Right. Oh, nice maneuver right there from Isaacs. Nice can maneuvers right there, as they call it. Nice clean. Both competitors high flying, but they both are tough in the ring. Oh, nice reversal right there from Anthony. Oh, Isaac's out of it and right back to the headlock. Back to Anthony. Almost going for the cover right there. And again, Isaac's reversed it on Anthony.
Yeah, I've been really looking forward to this matchup. Both of these athletes are top-notch. James Anthony definitely has the experience advantage, but Cam Isaac, he just has something special about him. He's just one of those natural talents that I think is a very young man, and I think we're going to see a lot from him in this sport in the coming years.
And I was telling the fans there, he was trained by one of the best, and Lodi's trained him well so far.
Yeah, he certainly has, and we hate that Lodi's feeling under the weather and was unable to make it here tonight, but we know that it has to be serious if he's not here answering the challenge.
That's right. Our prayers go out to you, Lodi, for a quick recovery.
Into the ropes.
Oh, man.
Nice head scissor takeover there by Isaac. Anthony up and over Isaac.
Man.
Beautiful maneuver.
Yes, it is.
And not only does Cam Isaac have this natural ability in athletics, but he's also, I think a lot of his opponents take him lightly because he is so new to the sport. And I think that's one of his advantages.
He sure don't act like a rookie except for a mistake right there.
Right, yeah, that's one of those rookie mistakes. He was trying to do a flashy move by bouncing off of the second rope, which does give you more momentum when you do that. It's not just for show. It actually does. If you come from the top rope, spring off of the second rope, back onto the top, it gives you more momentum. But again, it's just that inexperience showing through that he wasn't able to execute, and James Anthony took full advantage of that.
And right now, he's got the upper hand.
He certainly does.
Now, he don't have to do this right here.
No, he doesn't. But again, James Anthony has, not only does he want that cruiserweight title, but he has a personal vendetta against Cam Isaac because he blames him on his loss last time here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. And you can't completely blame him. It was Isaac's fault. However, it wasn't intentional.
Plus, you don't know how much in the ear Diesel has in Anthony in this match either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a 2 count. We almost had a new cruiserweight champion there.
Yeah. Now Anthony uses that chin lock as a lever right there.
And that's something you don't see too often in a matchup. Usually James Anthony is the one who is keeping the pace at a higher level to his opponent. However, in this match, he is trying to slow down the pace and ground the younger and probably slightly faster opponent.
Yeah, he's cutting that circulation off in the wind, that's for sure. You can tell it in the way Isaac's looking. He's about to fall asleep. And now James raking the eyes right there.
Yeah, and even though he's taking these shortcuts in this matchup because of his vendetta against Isaac, nice sunset flip. 1, 2, gets a 2 count, but he didn't have the legs draped over the arms. But as I was saying, James Anthony's still very popular here in AIWF Mid-Atlantic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't deny his athleticism and his abilities. But this crowd, I think, is kind of torn 50-50 in this matchup between the current champion, Cam Isaac, and the challenger, James Anthony.
But you can tell a little bit of frustration in Anthony's eyes right there that he hasn't already had this one now. Now he's got that partial camel clutch right there. Oh.
Again,
now full inverted camel clutch.
And again, I'm wondering if this isn't, once again, a show of James Anthony's experience. I think Cam Isaac came into this matchup thinking it was going to be a back-and-forth, high-flying, fast-paced match. But nice show of strength there by Isaac. What is he setting up Anthony for? Beautiful move there.
Oh.
But Isaac's slow to make the count. 2.
That's a 2 count.
I think if Isaac hadn't suffered so much damage in this matchup, if he had been able to make that pin quicker, I think he may have won this matchup.
Without a doubt.
Anthony charged in.
Oh.
He thought he had Isaac.
Could be. He's going
Isaac
up.
taking a little too much time.
Oh, right to the midsection.
Again, that's where that inexperience comes in. Isaac, he was playing to the crowd. Beautiful neck breaker by Anthony. And just like that, Anthony is back in control of this matchup.
Just a 2 count.
It was a 2 count, but it was a close one. He keeps getting closer and closer to that 3.
Yeah, because both competitors are really at a fast pace and, getting wore out. I don't know how much more they're going to have left.
You're exactly right. Both of these men have taken a lot of punishment in this matchup. It's just a matter of time before one of them gets that shoulder pin to the mat.
Oh,
beautiful elbow.
Yes. Isaac's going up.
Nice high cross body, but he bounced off of
Oh.
him. He bounced off, so he wasn't able to make the pin.
Now he's trying to crawl back over there.
And Anthony is laid out flat on his back. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't, Brian. I'll tell you, if Isaacs hadn't overshot it, it could have been over.
I think so.
Oh, the referee's count, give him a 10 count.
But again, like I said, you can see the natural ability of Cam Isaac, but then at the same time, you see these rookie mistakes that he keeps making. But even despite those rookie mistakes, right now, he is in control of this matchup.
Yes, he is. Oh, what a
Beautiful kick.
We got Anthony off the ropes. Up, reversal.
Beautiful maneuver there
Whoa.
by Isaac. Caught the veteran James Anthony completely off guard, and I have to say, he caught me off guard as well.
No doubt right there, Brian. I tell you, that was a quick maneuver right there. Now Isaac seems like he's got the momentum. Oh,
Charging kick right to the side of the head. This could be it right here.
he's got him in the middle of the ring.
Got him hooked. Beautiful Falcon arrow. This
It could be.
it. 1, 2, no.
Oh, what a close one. Oh,
You have got to give it up to these athletes. They have, like I said, they have taken a tremendous amount of punishment.
as you heard, less than 5 minutes remain in this match right here.
Yeah, and now Cam Isaac, all he has to do is run the clock out, and he keeps his title. However, I'm sure that's not what he wants. He wants to have a definitive win against a veteran, an established competitor like James Anthony.
And future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, definitely. Anthony,
Oh,
nice. Elbow right to the side of the head. Cam Isaac is out on his feet.
yes, he is.
Beautiful move
Oh,
by Anthony. But again, he has taken so much damage and exerted so much energy executing that move. 1, 2.
oh,
No.
oh, Isaac's had his foot
Isaac.
on the ropes. Oh, he had his hand. I'm sorry. Now Anthony going back with the cover.
But now,
Just a 2 count.
yeah, if he had been a little bit further away from the ropes, we would have a new Cruiserweight champion right now.
That's right. Pulling him toward the middle right there gave Isaacs a little bit to get his senses back about him, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But Cam Isaac, he is worse for wear, but he is still in this matchup.
Yes, he is.
Oh, caught the foot of his own.
Uh-oh.
Got him hooked. Oh my goodness!
Oh, man.
Double underhook pile driver.
This could
He
be-
goes for the 2, and
No!
he had his foot on the rope. James Anthony had his foot on the ropes.
Yes.
I don't know if the referee saw it. Ring the bell. The referee made the
Uh-oh.
count, but he did not see James Anthony's foot on the rope.
No, he didn't. It's still on there.
It's still on there. However, the ref can only call what he sees.
That's right.
The bell. The referee can only call what he sees, and just because he saw his foot on there afterwards, the
Here's
foot could
your
have gone
winner,
afterwards.
and still the
Yep.
Cruiserweight champion, Cam Isaac.
I got a funny feeling, though, Brian, we haven't seen the end of this.
You're exactly right.
Now you have it, fans. The winner of the match, Cam Isaacs. It's a mixed crowd. Some like it, some don't. I say the Board of Governors.
If you want to see more of what AIWF Mid-Atlantic has to offer, you can check them out at the links below. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Lance by Chance, wrestling as a Von Erich. Read all about World Class Championship Wrestling. Who was he? Why was his character created? And why did Fritz expose his true identity on TV? Russell Black Bart. Follow Bart's 30-year career through the Carolinas, Florida, Georgia, Mid-South, World Class, and the WWF. Bart's Tell It Like It Is humor keeps you wanting more stories. The Pro Wrestling Vault, Volume 1 and 2. First-hand account short stories from wrestlers from the here and then. Get your signed copies only at WrestleVille.com. WrestleVille, it's where wrestling lives.
And welcome back to AIWF Across the Globe. Now it's time for our main event showcase. And in this showcase, we follow the journey of one man. A man we've highlighted multiple times here on Across the Globe. A man by the name of Eric Draven. Multi-time regional AIWF champion, Eric came to 2026 with one goal in his mind. To do what no wrestler has ever done in the 34 years of AIWF's history. Become the first ever AIWF Grand Slam champion. But the only way to do that is to get one more title win. A title that's eluded him his entire career. The AIWF World Heavyweight Championship. But unfortunately for him, a huge obstacle stood in his way. That obstacle came in the name of Lou Gotti. Multi-time regional AIWF champion in his own right. Successfully defeated Mustang Mike and Gil Gracie in the same night to become the World Heavyweight Championship. Successfully defended that title both nationally and internationally, Lou Gotti looked unstoppable. And on January 10th in Indiana, in Eric Draven's own home of Supreme Wrestling, Eric Draven would have to put everything on the line to see if he could overcome Lou Gotti and etch his name in AIWF history as one of the greatest of all time. But did he pull it off, or did he become another stepping stone in the dominance of Lou Gotti? Let's find out in our main event showcase.
The champ is still not in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Gotti finally is about to hand the belt off to the referee. We hear that the fans tonight at Supreme Wrestling firmly in the corner of the challenger, Eric Draven, former AIWF Tag Team Champion. Ref shows the belt to Draven. Shows it to our capacity crowd here. Looks like we're finally about to get started. Hands it off to a ringside official. Ref checks the champ. Draven looks less than amused by the antics of our heavyweight champion. Bell is rung. We are finally underway. Both men circle each other. You hear the fans firmly in the corner of our challenger here tonight. Both men lock up center ring. Fans trying to get, or the heavyweight champion rather, I apologize. Gotti trying to get the fans behind him, and let's just say it's not going well for the champ. Both men circle each other center ring. Gotti gets into the ropes for the break. He seems less than interested right now, very early on in this contest, in getting involved with Draven. And because he knows Draven is a staple, is a pillar of the AIWF brand, and knows full well he's got his work cut out for him tonight. Draven's got wrist control. Gotti into the ropes to get the break. The heavyweight champion for sure wants to work his pace in this match, and that is slow and steady until he gets an opportunity to capitalize. Both men circle, lock up center ring. Gotti's got wrist control. Emergency arm. Draven in control. Flip over by Gotti. Trying to get to the ropes. Draven has to break again. Gotti potters to the outside. Gotti visiting with fans at ringside? Trying to catch... You would say he's trying to catch a break, but... We've literally had a wrist lock so far in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Gotti back in. Both men lock up center ring again. Side headlock by the champ. Draven sends Gotti off the ropes. Shoulder block. Neither man budges. Draven comes off. Shoulder block. Both men come off. The irresistible force and the immovable object at this point. Kick to the midsection by Gotti. Celebrates. Draven catches him with the shoulder block. Down goes the champ. Gotti quick to the outside yet again. Ref starts to count on the outside. Draven inviting Gotti back into the ring. Gotti's like, nope, we're not playing that game. Wraps up to 6 as Gotti gets to the apron. We hear the fans still firmly behind Draven. Test the strength, center ring. Gotti looks like he's starting to get the advantage. Draven gets the upper hand. The champ in the bridge position. Drops out of the bridge, gets his foot on the rope for the break. You heard the challenger clear as day. There ain't no safe space. We hear the chance to throw him through the wall, a staple at Supreme Wrestling. Gotti in the ropes, choking Draven. Tilt the roll head scissors. Beautiful drop kick by Draven. Calls it up for the second one. Gotti quick to the outside. I know we're all surprised by that. Crossbody block over the top, but the pool is definitely empty as Gotti sidesteps Draven. Draven eats the concrete. Looks like Draven's holding the knee. Drives that kneecap right into the ring apron. And for folks who are new to professional wrestling, that apron, ladies and gentlemen, is the definition of the hardest part of the ring. First cover of the match, 2 count. Didn't hook the leg. You gotta wonder at this point if the champ decided to hook the leg, if we would be looking at a different outcome. Drives the knee into the mat. I talked about it earlier in the match, ladies and gentlemen. The champion, our world heavyweight champion, Lou Gotti, was just... It may have been a slow and deliberate pace, emphasize slow, but he was just waiting for that moment to capitalize, and once he got it, here we are. Cover's made, no leg is hooked. 2 count. Draven gets the shoulder up. Back to the knee. Our World Heavyweight Champion, hyper focused. Snaps it off. He maintains control. Ref right there checking on the challenger. I think it's going to take a lot more than this, ladies and gentlemen, to get our challenger, custom-made Eric Draven, to give up his opportunity at the AIWF World Heavyweight title. Draven definitely has a home field advantage here at Supreme Wrestling. Draven's in the ropes.
He gets those ropes right the hole.
Ref admonishing Gotti. He took it right to almost that 5 count. Modified ankle lock there, wrenching it the other way. But he's also got that knee control. Draven's smart enough trying to get to the ropes. He knows he's out of position for it. Modified leg lariat. The ground game of our World Heavyweight Champion is something that he doesn't really sort of, how do I put this correctly? He doesn't get the credit for the ground game that he so richly deserves. Draven into the ropes, ref right there. Surprisingly, Gotti breaks on the 1 count. Draven can barely stand on that knee, and you gotta wonder at this point. Caught him with a big-time right. Follows it up with a second, champ rock. Sweeps the leg, takes it back down to the mat, where Gotti is more comfortable. Modified step over toe hold. Draven trying to get to the ropes. He gets the crossface locked in. The challenger is in real trouble right now, ladies and gentlemen. Ref right there checking in. Waves him off. Says he's good. Draven working towards those ropes. Is he going to be able to make it? Let's go of the crossface, which you've got to think at that point gave the challenger the opening he needed to be able to get to the ropes for the break. Draven gets back up, but he is in real trouble. Every teeny tiny small advantage that our heavyweight champion can get distracts the ref. Back kick to the knee. His methods may not be ethical. Dragon screw leg whip. As I was saying, his methods may not be ethical, but you cannot argue the fact they're effective. Because he is at the top of the mountain here at the AIWF as our World Heavyweight Champion. Single leg Boston Crab, center ring. Ref's right there checking. Draven makes the ropes. Relatively clean break for the champion, which, let's be real, bit of a surprise. Snaps the knee over the ring apron. Follows it up with a chop. Drives the back of the knee into the ring apron again. Ref trying to get Gotti back into the ring. Sometimes things, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes things don't need to be explained. A steel ring post. Getting your knee forcefully driven into now 2 times. Gotti rolls in to break the count. Veteran presence from our World Heavyweight Champion. Oh no. He's attempting the figure 4 around the ring post. He's got a degree of success with it. Ref doing an excellent job being right there and making sure he doesn't do it for longer than the 5 count. Gotti gets back into the ring. Overconfidence on behalf of the World Heavyweight Champion, just slapping his opponent. And I think, frankly, that pissed off Draven. Draven getting back to his feet. Sends Gotti off, but the knee can't hold. The knee cannot hold Draven's weight, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger is in real trouble at this point. And Gotti knows it, but he's got to stay focused. He can't let confidence get the better of him. Step over toe hold. Drives the knee into the mat with full force of Gotti's weight on top of it. Goes to repeat the move a second time and is successful. Gotti's got the submission locked in. The ref there checking. Draven fighting with everything he has left in him for the fans here at Supreme Wrestling. Gets to the ropes. I'm trying to be your friend? I don't think our ref here tonight got any needs for it. Stop right to the back of the leg. You gotta think at this point, with all of the punishment that the leg's taken, Draven's leg's gotta be cramping up. He cannot be in good shape right now, ladies and gentlemen. And you gotta wonder, such an important moment in this talented athlete's career. If the knee injury is gonna be what ends up, gets him down into the cover, gets a 2 count. Gotta wonder if this knee injury early on, as valiantly as Draven has fought, is going to be what does his demise at his opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. Ref starting the count. He's up to 4. Both men fighting to defeat at the 8 count. Draven's up. That knee is definitely the worst for wear. Champion challenger trading shots center of the ring. Challenger gets the upper hand. 2 in a row. As quickly as he had momentum, the champion took it from him. Gets the power slam up. Barely. Gets the 2. Irish whip. Boxes the ears when you try to get him up. Just threw himself into the knee. I think he was going for, 15 yards. That would have been 15 yards in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. But here in pro wrestling, just not nice. He's got the ankle lock in. Draven kicks him off, trying to get back to his feet. Rolls through. Takes control, sweeps out the other leg. Looks like he's going for a figure 4. Gets the figure 4 locked in. Ref right there checking. Draven realizes he's got ring awareness. He realizes he's pretty close to the rope. He's just got to do a little work to get there. Gets the 2 count off the figure 4. And thank God Draven had enough left to be aware of what was going on around him. Draven gets to the ropes. Ref's right there to make the count to break it up. But you gotta think at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we thank you for watching this week's episode of Across the Globe, and we ask you to join us each and every Monday night on our various platforms for a debut episode of Across the Globe. Big time kick to the leg by the champ. Follows it up with the second one. Draven's still on his feet though. Shot from the champ. Follows it up with the second. Clotheslining him into the ropes. Gotti comes off. Caught! Into the cover. Challenger does not hook the leg. Outside interference. We have a new ref. He's, young. Kick to the midsection. Suplex from the champ. Far leg is hooked. 2 count. That count from this young man seemed a little quick, I'm not gonna lie. Snaps the knee back. Going back to the figure 4. He locks it in again. Ref right there checking. Draven turns it over. So that reverts the pressure back onto the person putting on the hold. And you can see Gotti's definitely feeling it. Is the referee stopping him from tapping? Wow. And I thought NFL officials were bad. Sorry, I'm a Bills fan. Draven knows it. He gets distracted by the ref. Gotti hits the high knee in the corner. Follows it up with the second one. Ref is holding Draven. That didn't go well. Gotti knows he did it. Draven's waiting for him. Gotti cuts him off with a kick to the knee. Big time clothesline. Draven hits the revolver, gets the 3, and he's your new AIWF World Heavyweight Champion. The locker room empties. The fans are thrilled. He overcame the odds, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all of us here at AIWF, we want to extend an incredible congratulations to our new, reigning, and defending World Heavyweight Champion, custom made, Eric Draven. I am Nick Russo, signing off for this week's episode of AIWF Across the Globe. Thank you for joining us. Let's send it back to RM Duke.
And congratulations to Eric Draven for becoming the first ever AIWF Grand Slam champion. If you want to see more of Eric Draven in action and his home of Supreme Wrestling, you can check them out at the links below. And if you want to see more of what AIWF has to offer, whether it be breaking news, upcoming events, or content in our past and present library, you can check us out at the links below. Now, I know we ended that last showcase on a high note, but we do have to end this episode on a more somber one. AIWF officials have confirmed that Ty Tyson, one of the most iconic fighters in the AIWF network, has officially relinquished the AIWF National Heavyweight Championship, to the shock of many. As AIWF officials look to find who will be the next competitors in line for the national title, us here across the globe have decided that for next week's showcase, we're going to show our own respect to Tyson by showcasing one of the most iconic matches from his national title run, when he decided to settle things once and for all with longtime rival Kevin Phoenix. Until next week, thank you for your support, thank you for being a part of the crew, and we will see you next time at the next opening bell.